Hello, I'm Aristotle Full Throttle. This is the Aristotle Full Throttle Show. You get to see this show like 5 days a week. If you subscribe, remember to subscribe on Twitch and do all those things. Hey, it's Monday. Happy Monday. I saw Doctor Strange in the Infinite Madness Super Duper Multiverse sandwich over the weekend, and it was, long and short of it, from my perspective, it was a movie with people and things and colors and designs and characters even. Also, Wong was in it. So what's wrong with this movie? Let me talk about it. Let me just move these things around. We'll talk about it. Look, it's a mixed bag. I liked a lot of it. I liked some things. I like the idea of it. I like the story. I kind of watched it. I feel like it was a movie that they made during COVID, so there were a lot of shortcomings. There's a lot of things. Hey, Raccoon Raiders, welcome. I'm also saying hi through the ceiling. Yes, so I'm here back on Long Island for a stretch, and we're going to do the show for a stretch. I feel like I need to stretch out. I'm going to be doing the show from here, like this, like with the microphone. I'm going to be standing up, drinking coffee. I'm going to have a talk with you. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be like you know what I think about? Who was that comedian from the early 90s who was incredible? Let me see. I don't know why I can't think of his name right now, but I like that guy. He's on the Tool album, Anima. He's a great comedian. He unfortunately he got sick, but while he was sick, he was on David Letterman like every single week for the period that he was sick for. He's a really good comedian. He was let me just see. What's his name? I don't know why I can't remember his name. Bill Hicks. Good golly. I should remember that. Hicksville. Bill Hicks kind of did this. If this was the 90s, I would have hung out with Bill Hicks. I think we would have just said, yeah, all your religions and stuff like that, it's not real. Seems pretty far-fetched, you know. That's the joke I love about Ricky Gervais. I know I'm going off on a tangent, but this is what you get when you watch the show. One of my favorite responses is when Ricky Gervais says, "What is it? So tell me again about your religion." And they're like, "Oh, well, it's a guy died and he came back to life, and he's partly God, and he created everything." And he's like, "Yeah, it sounds a bit far fetched, doesn't it? How come some of those things don't happen nowadays?" Because now we could just describe things better. Anyway, speaking of describing things, that's an interesting thing about this new Doctor Strange. Is there's the element of the fantastical, of the supernatural. Obviously Wanda is in it, the Scarlet Witch. We saw that over the weekends. What is your thoughts on Doctor Strange and the Infinite Sadness? I feel like that's what is it? Doctor Strange and the melancholy of the Infinite Sadness. You guys, I'm doing a joke. This is a joke. What I'm doing is I'm mashing up the album title, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness by Smashing Pumpkins, and this movie, Doctor Strange and the Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. I think that's a better title, if you ask me. But there was a lot of colors. It was a very colorful movie. I'm sure if you went to this movie on some kind of mind-altering substance, or maybe perhaps a hallucinogenic, you would have a great time. You'd have a fantastic time. They introduced a new character, America. What's her name? Chavez. She's good. The actor is good who plays her. The character, I feel like the character was just introduced in the last 10 years. This is one of my complaints. This is one of my drawbacks of the new Marvel movies that are coming out. It's just like they've sort of run the well dry of like the classic stories that have endured over the decades of the movies, of the comic books, actually. So the comic book stories with Thanos and Spider-Man and all of these different characters, they're kind of going, oh, we need new stories because we've got to make new movies. We're 30 movies deep, and we got to keep making these until forever happens. And that's what they're doing right now. They're making as many Marvel movies as possible, and they got to just pour everything in. So in the last decade or so, they've just started inventing new characters. They're like, yeah, you're going to love this new character. They're not tried and true. They're not tested through time, but I did, in fact, like this new character, America Chavez. I think they're trying to get us to like the Eternals, but I ain't got no interest in that. I didn't even see the Eternals. If you saw the Eternals, let me know what you thought of it. I didn't even see it. It's on Disney Plus. But at the well, I don't want to give away things for the Doctor Strange and the Infinite Sadness movie, but there was a lot in that movie, a lot of cool stuff. There's some big reveals, some big incredible reveals. I don't know if you saw it, but I was shocked and amazed and surprised by some of them because you know what, Disney is like, we are slowly acquiring the entire universe in this universe, so the multiverse. So we're going to incorporate them all into this movie. And they really did. They really did. They you know. Like they didn't even do, I don't know. I'm not going to ruin it, but it's pretty cool. Some of the reveals in this. Some of the humor fell flat a little bit. I thought that the humor could have been, funnier. Because my favorite thing about comedy? It's funny. Usually. That's what I like about comedy. But there's a war on comedy right now. I don't think there's a war on comedy. I just think there's mentally crazy people attacking comedians right now. And some of them are named Will Smith. Some of them are that person who ran up on stage and attacked our friend Dave Chappelle. My best friend, Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's not my best friend. But I don't even know if I would get along with Dave Chappelle in person. You ever meet one of your heroes and you're just like, oh, this isn't like the fantasy I had about meeting this person. Turns out that they don't even want to talk to me because they're not. That's what I just assume whenever I meet somebody that I like. I'm just like, I just assume they don't have any time and they do not want to talk to me. So I'm always just like, hey, I just want to say hi. I like your stuff. Goodbye. Have a great night. Because you don't want to impose. Some people want to impose. Sometimes, I remember when I was on the road as a musician, in between bands now, I'll be back out on the road, any time now, any day now. I'm just waiting for the bus to come pick me up. But there's sometimes people come up to you on the road as a musician, and because you've interacted with them on, Facebook or the Twitters or Instagram or something, I'm actually referring to MySpace. They would come up to me and they would be like, hey, we're best friends, remember? And I'm like, I don't know. I've never seen you before in my life. Yeah, remember like 4 months ago, you said hi to me on Twitter? We're best friends now. You're my friend. I'm your friend. You're my friend. So they just start calling you Ari. They think suddenly you've become their best friend. And that can be a little unsettling. But I'd like to think that the folks who participate in my show regularly, if I ran into them in person, I probably would be friendly with them. Let me just play this. Let me see if this plays. See if I hear it, if it plays. Because yeah. So if there's people on the, if you want to hop into the Discord and chat, I'm happy to do that. We could talk about melancholy and the infinite madness. I don't know why I can't say melancholy. My brain has been a little slow on the uptake today. Maybe I hit my head too hard. You never know. You never know. I like being here on Long Island in New York because, you got all the bagels and you got all the cream cheese and you got all the pizza and you got all the cheese and you got all the bread and you got all the cheese, and I cannot stop eating bread and cheese. So today I decided I'm only going to eat the bread and the cheese sparingly from heretofore because I think that it's not healthy for your body. I call it the Long Island neck. I go around here and there's people that got there's like a neck situation. It's not a muscular thing. It's not a working your traps out thing. It's just it's a cardiovascular strain that I think is going on around here because of all the delicious cheeses. And people are just like, oh, my neck. Just give me more cheese. Please push the bagel in the mouth face. Put the open face bagel. I don't blame them. That's what's going to happen to me. It's just what happens here. It's natural. It's natural. It's the natural progression of the Long Island lifestyle. So I'll be here for a while. Watch my neck. We'll measure my neck every episode. Why don't we call our friend? Why don't we call our friend again on the phone? Let's just do it. It's always good for a laugh, isn't it? Yes, yes, yes. Let's just do it. See if they pick up. Now, this friend of ours, remember, they're the racist person. They said racist things to me. They, through text, they found me. They found me. I don't know how they found me. Run for it, Marty. So this person has found me, so let's call them. You know, they didn't think I guess they didn't think I would play along. It's kind of crazy. Why does someone, I think they're 12. If they're 12, maybe they have an excuse. But we'll see. We're going to call them every show because they decided to pick the wrong guy to harass. They picked the wrong guy to make fun of. I mean, you can make fun of me, but if you're going to be racist, I'm going to... You ever hear of the flux capacitor? It's what makes time travel possible. Okay? You got to go 88 miles per hour. You need a stainless steel construction of a vehicle. And, you know, I figured if you're going to make a time machine, you might as well do it with some style. You know what I'm saying? Just got to need like 1.21 gigawatts. I say gigawatts. Some people say gigawatts, but those people are gigawatt. Can I get a what? Can I get a woot? It's just decoration. It's just decoration, man. Anyway, I'm going to go to the future and smack you in the face. Like Will Smith. Look out for it. No, I don't condone violence. I just don't like stupidity either. We'll just call them every day. I can't believe I gave them the secret for time travel. Now they're gonna travel through time. You think they're gonna build a time machine? You think? No, seriously, folks, do not smack people in the face. I don't condone violence. I meant that metaphorically. But you know, you never know. I don't know. I don't know how I would react to someone being racist in person. You know what I mean? If how would you react? Sometimes people don't even understand. It's not that they don't understand. It's just not a part of their daily life to consider racism as a factor in their life. Because I'll go around and I'll leave the house and go, okay, people, like sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I'm reminded that I'm not white in America. It's not that I go out looking for it. It's just that I'm constantly reminded of that. People are saying, you know, they're just like, oh, wow, what do I do with this? It's just not the boilerplate white person that I'm supposed to encounter every day here. And so, you know, it is what it is. It's America. It's where I was born. Here, people say, oh, this is the greatest country on earth. Is it, though? Is it? I'm not. I'd like to go back. I'd like to take a look at the stats on that. Because I don't think so. Doesn't make me not a patriot. Doesn't make me not like the country or love the country I'm from. It doesn't. It makes me want to make it better. Makes it want to achieve the goals that we set out heretofore. I just use that again. Makes me want to work harder. You know? Sometimes people are like, I'm perfect just the way I is. And that's always my favorite thing about like white supremacist folks who are like less than ideal specimens of humans in general. It's almost as if they rely on the fact that they rely on the thought that white is the superior race. You know, they're like, look at me, I'm white, I'm superior. And I'm like, well, you know, you got mustard on your shirt, bro. You kind of, I don't know if that's a superior look. But some people are just, the idea is better than the reality for them. You know what I'm saying, though. Do you, though? Me and Bill Hicks, best friends. Doctor Strange and the Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. It was good-ish, right? Did you see it? If you saw it, let me know what you think. What was your favorite part? It was good-ish. It was on the good side of bad. It was on the better side of not good. I would say that it and Thor: The Dark World are... This was better than Thor: The Dark World, I'll say that much. I got my drumsticks. So yeah, I'm going around here on Long Island. We're, just hanging out with family and hanging out with my Long Island friends and just making sure that things are kosher, things are good, things are, just hoping that things. I think I'm got a positive outlook. Things seem to be moving on the up and up because I'm here for reasons that are, life. Life is the thing that keeps happening all the time, every day. And you wake up and you're like, oh, you got to do this again? Got more of this to do? I just did this. I was awake yesterday. Everything. There were so many things. I did all of the things. I'll do more of them today because life is just like, here's a new thing. Here, do this now. Here, eat this cheese. We want to see how big we can get your neck. Let's call our friend again back because this is always fun. Yeah, we're going to listen to the ringing. I think it's funny. You can listen to the last Friday's episode. I was actually calling this person the entire episode because I wanted to talk to them. I wanted to talk to them about, what their thoughts are on life. I don't think they have many, so it was going to be a short show. But I just ended up leaving.
This person is not available right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
I'm really curious about what your thoughts about life are. I don't imagine there are many, so I figure it'd be a short conversation. But, I saw the movie Doctor Strange and the Infinite Sadness, and Doctor Strange, let me spoil it for you. I'm going to spoil it for them. I'm going to mute my microphone on the show. I spoiled Doctor Strange for them. So that was fun. Hopefully they listen to that. Any other movies you want me to spoil for them? I didn't spoil it for you guys. I don't know. Doctor Strange is kind of hard to spoil. There's so many things. Oh, there's another spoiler. I forgot. I'm going to mute it again. I'm just going to call them and spoil movies. I think it's hilarious. It's good content. I'm content with that content. The world's weird. The world is weird. It's a weird world we live in. Just look at the Supreme Court. We've had 50 years of people being their reproductive rights being protected federally, and now they're going to just end that. I spoiled another thing from Doctor Strange. As soon as I think of spoilers, I'm going to call them and leave them spoilers. What are you doing on this Monday? Me? I'm spoiling Doctor Strange for a stranger. It's funny for me. What else is trending? I can actually read the trends now because I was trying to avoid the trends on the internet. Nick Cave, Billy Joel is trending. Of course Billy Joel is trending because I'm on Long Island. It's Billy Joel's birthday. Can you believe that? I've been singing Billy Joel this whole entire time I'm back on Long Island because it's part of the requisite in order to get into like every building. In order to go to Stop and Shop, the supermarket, you got to sing Piano Man. It's Long Island. It's weird. So this guy, he's 73. Happy birthday, Billy Joel. It's Billy Joel's freaking birthday. Holy crap. I can't believe it. I've been listening to Billy Joel nonstop. Not just because I'm on Long Island, but because I'm in a New York state of mind. See? Vienna waits for you, bro. Let me call our friend and let them know that it's Billy Joel's birthday. I think they ought to know it. You ought to know. But I find that fascinating and fun. Billy Joel, it's his birthday. Remember, on Billy Joel's birthday, you got to leave a bagel out on the front stoop, and then he'll crash into your fence. That's what Billy Joel does on his birthday for you. You got to stay up all night. Cook a pizza, place it on the roof, and Billy Joel will... Holy crap, it's Billy Joel's birthday. I can't believe it. Did you know every year on Billy Joel's birthday, you need to leave a bagel on the front stoop, and then Billy Joel will come crash into your fence? It's incredible. Billy Joel, we love you. What's your favorite Billy Joel song? If you say it's River of Dreams in the middle of the night, I'm going to smack you. Like Will Smith. Figuratively. I don't condone violence. I wouldn't smack you. Not unless you touch me first. Then all bets are off. Look out. I don't know if you're a boy or girl. I don't remember if we ever discussed that because I don't know. I don't know what difference that would make. You're still an idiot. Oh yeah, idiot wouldn't hurt. You can't hurt someone's feelings who's stupid. By calling them stupid, you have to say they're ugly. So I imagine you're a very lonely person. All right, I like Billy Joel. I like him. I don't know if it's possible to love Billy Joel. It's kind of a weird situation with Billy Joel. I think that he is what is he? He's like an American icon. He lives on. He always talks. He's always like, I'm from Long Island, and I wrote all these songs because I'm just the guy from Long Island. I'm like, you're a classically trained songwriter who's got many hits on the radio. Stop acting like the everyman. You've been famous since 1970. Calm down with this. I'm just some guy from Long Island. You got a gigantic house and you married Christy Brinkley. You're not just some guy. You're trying to play it down. You're trying to downplay it. Trying to get us win some points. You're trying to say, "Oh, look at me! I'm just being humble." Apparently, that's very British. Like Judi Dench. If you met Judi Dench in person, didn't know who she was, and you'd be like, "Hey, what do you do for a living?" She'd be like, "I've done a bit of acting," and you'd be like, and I'd be like, "This is Dame Judi Dench, bro. Macbeth. Heard of it? Probably not." My new album's coming out in maybe 2 years. I haven't even started writing it yet. Maybe I did. I probably have like 100 songs just on the back burner. Me and Billy Joel. Billy Joel hasn't come out with an album since 1993. And I think that's a good thing, actually, because did you hear River of Dreams? No, I give him crap. Stormfront, good sounding album. The album sounds real good and it's got some fire under it. Literally, We Didn't Start the Fire is on that album. But it's got some good stuff on that album. But, River of Dreams it's not a good album. I'm sorry. It's almost as bad as The Bridge. Wait, no, not The Bridge. What's that album that Billy Joel, I think that this might be his worst album. I think this is an important discussion to have on my show every day, I think, just about every day. But, yeah, because you start to scroll down and you don't see anything. Mostly The Stranger in Glass Houses is popping up as, like, good stuff. But New York State of Mind is probably the best song that he's ever written. I can't wait to upload this episode that you can listen to on Spotify or any of those places where you can listen to podcasts. Yeah, The Bridge. Bridge is a terrible album. It's not a good album. What is on there? The Bridge and River of Dreams. I could just. Oh, Matter of Trust. Matter of Trust is on this album. This is the Time and Matter of Trust. Those are the good songs. That's it. You guys like good songs or bad ones? I had a discussion with somebody a few months back. I'm not an elitist when it comes to music, but I do think I know more than everyone about music. I was having a discussion with somebody, and they said that they were like, yeah, that would be cool. And I'll stand on a hill and there's going to be a song playing like With Arms Wide Open with Creed. And I'll stand there triumphant. And I said, wait a second. You are aware that Creed is like one of the worst rock bands ever, right? And she's like, what? Creed? What are you talking about? And I was like, like Nickelback, Creed, couple of the worst bands ever in the history of rock and roll. Like, they're just terrible pedestrian garbage bands. I wasn't this insensitive about it, but I did sort of nicely zhuzh the point that Creed is not a good band. And she was shocked and amazed that Creed was not considered a good band. And I said, if you Google worst rock bands, I'm going to do it right now, rock bands, and I sent her a screenshot. Worst rock bands. Spin Doctors is up there too. Yeah, Creed and Nickelback are just like right next to each other. Like, there's Nickelback and there's Creed, and there's turns out that Smash Mouth. Smash Mouth. If you listen to Creed and Smash Mouth, I can't help you here. There's nothing I can do for you, but I just am surprised that you can like Creed unironically. A lot of my friends, I'll just go bad rock bands here. Worst rock bands, bad. Yeah, top ones, top 3 bad rock bands: Nickelback, Limp Bizkit, Creed. Third one down. So I didn't think that was a. I'm surprised that I ruined her day by telling her Creed was a bad band. I found that. Do you guys know that Creed's a bad band, right? No? Did you think that Creed was good? A lot of people say the guitarist Mark Tremonti. Mark Tremonti is really good. He can really play the guitar. And it turns out, no, he's not good. He's soulless. He's not a good guitar player. Stop trying to propagate that myth. I'm sorry, Mark Tremonti. I know you mean well, but your riffs are soulless. They sound like you built them on graph paper and you did some math to try to think, well, if I play the D sus chord here, then I do that. And I get here's an example of why I viscerally cannot like Creed. A couple years ago during lockdown, I was doing covers on my Instagram. People were requesting songs, and I was doing covers, and I would like learn the parts and play all the parts, and then I post them on Instagram, and people would be like, yay for a day, because, what else are we going to do? It's lockdown. And one song requested of me was a song by Alter Bridge. And I remember playing the song, and I'm learning the song, and I'm like, I don't like this song. My body was fighting me. I was just learning these guitar parts, and I was like, these guitar parts there's nothing to them. Not that they're simple. There's just no. So there was like a guitar solo and stuff. And so I talk about David Gilmour, about him being an incredible guitar player, because he feels stuff. He feels stuff. You feel what David Gilmour is doing. Like you feel it. He play one note and you feel it inside you, and you just moves you. Me, anyway. And then this guy, Mark Tremonti, this song that I was listening to had a guitar solo, and I just wasn't into it. I didn't feel any, and I learned part of the guitar solo, or at least I soloed over the section, and I thought, this is not good. I don't like this. And then it occurred to me. I remembered after I finished recording and uploading the video, I was done with it. I went for a hike, and then in my head, it popped in there instantly. I was like, oh yeah, the guitar player for Alter Bridge is Mark Tremonti. And Mark Tremonti is the guitar player also for Creed. And this is why it was a blind taste test. I did the Pepsi challenge. Mark Tremonti came up dirt. Mark Tremonti came up RC Cola. You know what I mean? I didn't like it at all. And I wasn't judging him based on knowing it was him. I didn't remember or recollect at all that I was learning a Mark Tremonti guitar part, and then I realized that later he's just not a good guitar player. On the flip side, our friend Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit is the best thing about that band, the guitar player. He's like the best thing about that band. He should find a better band. Am I right? Well, I agree with myself. If you have any questions or comments for me, let me know. I'm happy to field them. I went to the gym this morning. Went to Planet Fitness. I got a Planet Fitness subscription this morning, and it was difficult. I was like, oh yeah, Planet Fitness is the creed of gyms. It's not a very good gym, but I got to join a gym while I'm here. I'm glad I'm in Long Island, on Long Island if you're from here. In Long Island if you're not. It's a very distinct distinction. If you say, "Oh, I was in Long Island," then us Long Islanders know that you were not on Long Island. We at least know that you're not from it. We'll look at you sideways. You were in Long Island? Really? That's like the George Carlin joke. Everybody says, I'm getting on the plane. I'm getting on the plane. Let's go on the plane. F you. I'm getting in the plane. See? It's a joke. George Carlin, R.I.P. Always credit where credit's due. That's what you got to do. Comedians and funny people out there, always credit. Don't be Mencia. I know Joe Rogan goes after that guy. I'm not a Joe Rogan fan. Joe Rogan's a bonehead. I think I'm smarter than Joe Rogan. That's not saying much. Joe Rogan is the Nickelback of creeds. I'm Fro Rogan. But I think I'm smarter than Joe Rogan. I'll take him on any day. Spotify, give me $1 billion. I'll take it. Take that right to the bank. I'd probably donate. If you had $1 billion, what would you do? I would donate probably 950 million of it. And then I'd buy yachts for myself and my friends. After that. Just yachts. Yahtzee. We'd go yacht racing in the ocean. Just complete opulence. Just really obnoxiously. And we would blast Creed with arms wide open. Just to F with the world. Elon Musk tweeted today, if I die under mysterious circumstances, it was nice knowing y'all. Elon Musk thinks he's going to be murdered, I guess. Interesting. Maybe with the Twitter panel. It's going to be attacked by the tweets. He's going to be internet bullied to death. Euphoria. A lot of people watch the show Euphoria. I'm looking at what's trending on the internet. Euphoria is trending. My friend Bruce Wexler is Zendaya's dad in that show. So shout out to Bruce Wexler. I should have him on the show. We should have Bruce on the show. I'll get Bruce on the show. We'll talk to Bruce. But Euphoria is trending. That's cool. I can't get into shows about high school. I don't like high school. I couldn't wait to leave high school. I don't understand why anybody wants to watch shows about high school. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I just can't do it. When I was in high school, I said, I can't wait till this is over. Well, one of my friends, Tina, she was like, high school is the greatest time of our lives. It's never going to get better than this. And then she would play like, these are the times to remember, because they will not last forever. By Billy Joel. Happy birthday, Billy Joel. And then I'd be like, really? Because high school sucks, and I can't wait to leave. I don't ever want to come back here. I'm not even going to turn and look behind me. I'm going to go into the world and be a human, because I am person. Yeah, so I found that to be ridiculous, that people would be like, high school is the greatest time of our lives. And there's a lot of shows. I'm just ranting today. It's Ranting Monday. It's Manic Monday. I find it silly that some people are like, when they talk about it's all about soul, when they talk about shows that they like Big Mouth, I get it, it's funny, but it's about puberty, and I'm like, I went through that, I'm good. It's not fun, it's not easy, and I know that's what the show is about. I don't want to revisit it personally. I don't need to. I'm good. Let me look at movies like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, where they just build a time machine. Let me call our friend again. I got to remind them of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, because that is one excellent movie. Guys, if you're just tuning in, we're going to call our racist friend. They're racist. They sent me racist texts that were angry. Somebody felt hurt, I guess. Or somebody, I don't know, maybe they were watching my show and I said something and they disagreed with it and they didn't want to come on the air and talk about it. But I don't know. I don't know where I know this person from. Let's see.
We're sorry, this person is not available right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
I figured out who you are. You. I remember you. I do remember you. It was in high school one year. It was a senior year. Did you ever see Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey? Did you like that movie? Or did you like Bill and Ted Face the Music, which was also good? It was a nice ending to the trilogy. Let me spoil it for you. Bill and Ted's daughters are the ones who come up with the song that saves the world. It's been out a year and a half, people. Anyway, Bill and Ted's daughters are the Logan, the Logan and the Bill and Ted Esquire, the Ted Theodore Logan, Bill S. Preston. They're the Preston Logan. They're the band. They're the ones who solved a song. See? I just ruined it for you. And anybody who didn't see it yet. It was good. It was a good movie. I liked it. I laughed a lot. It was good. The best part was when I was in the groove. Any other great movies? Let's talk about. Yeah. Okay. So because Thursday at 6 p.m. So it canceled at Wednesday. Okay. Gotcha. Got the message. Back here on Long Island, there's you're given a life. It's given to you. I don't know if you had a Mother's Day, if you had a happy Mother's Day or not. My friend Greg says, happy to be nice to your mother day, he calls it. But you're given a life. It's given to you. You're like, whoops, here I am. Suddenly, I am. And, so you gotta give back to, you gotta be thankful for that. You do. You should be thankful and say, hey, you gave me a life. Let me help you out. You know what I mean? That's kind of the deal. That's what we do. Hopefully you're listening to this podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Most people are listening to it on Apple Podcasts. Please like and share the video if you like and share. I know this show is a lot earlier than it usually is. That's why there aren't many people in the chat, but that's okay. You can watch this on video on demand. Let me publish the other videos on demand on my Twitch because I forgot to do that. So I'm just going to do that right now while I'm here. While we're here doing the show, let's maintain the show. What? This isn't Twitch. It's Twitch. Twitch. Imagine you owned the word Twitch and you're like, what am I going to do with this word? Twitch.tv. It sounds like kind of the worst name to own. And then suddenly you become this like $1 billion platform. Crazy, right? Video producer. Oh, yeah, these are all unpublished. Publish. Yes. So all my video on demands are being published right now because sometimes you got to go in here. Look at me. I'm back on Long Island. Hey, I'm going to publish this one right now. Well, I can't until it's over. Well, cheers, ladies and gentlemen. I've got about 10, 15 more minutes of the show, and then you can go back to sleep. Or whatever you're doing. Go back to work. Or go back to twerk. Go back to twerk. I don't know if it's because I'm on Long Island, but I got allergies. And when I was on Long Island growing up here, I got a sinus infection every 3 days. So I'm trying not to catch one of those because I live in California now and it's very dry and there's no way for sinuses to infect me. Doing paradiddles on my leg. Thank you. I wrote that. Well, can't wait to see Gus. Gus is a dog. Gus is a cute little dog. Gus is... Listen, I'm gonna get on this Gus bus. He's a cute dog. You can follow Gus doing stuff on the Instagram, and you'll just die. You'll die with joy because he's so cute. What should I do for my TikToks? I'm trying to think of a TikTok, but nothing happens. I should probably come up with a TikTok. There's not enough time in a day. There's only 24 of them. Let me play guitar for you. I'm going to play guitar for the next 10 minutes and we'll be good. You're probably saying to yourself, what is this, Mark Maron's? Ooh, that's a very sussy chord. That reminds me, the U2s, Bono and the Edge were in a train station over the weekend in Kyiv. They were in Ukraine, but it looked like there was more of a camera crew than there was an audience because they wanted a photo opportunity. They were in a bomb shelter. It was a subway station that is a bomb shelter. So Russia almost killed U2, which would have been perhaps a gift to many. But the problem is Russia... Besides being evil, maybe they decided to not attack. Maybe they were like, they were plugging their ears and running away because U2 was playing. Maybe this was the defense that Ukraine had up their sleeve. send in the Edge and Bono. Russia will not know what to do. They will be destroyed. I think that maybe it's a good tactic, but I felt like it was a very photo opportunity for Bono and the Edge to be like, hey, let's go there. I don't know if they mean well. I don't know if they're just so freaking rich and famous their whole life that they don't even they're not in touch with who they are anymore. They just don't have awareness of their privilege to the point where they're like, well, we can help solve this problem. Why don't we play them some songs? I know that Pink Floyd came out with a new song, which was actually, it was way more, it was way more, I approved of it because the fact that it was just a fundraiser. They said, we're going to come out with a song. If you buy the song, all the proceeds will go to the Ukrainian Red Cross and defense. So that's what Pink Floyd did, and I thought that was commendable. But, what, they're going to sing With or Without You in the subway? This will solve Ukraine's problems. I can't believe at this point in our history that they're trying to take away a person's right to choose. People with wombs, I'm saying. They try to say, you're not allowed to decide what goes on inside your own body. What happened to autonomy? What happened? You're not allowed to decide what goes on in your own body. Could you wrap your head around this? If something is going on inside your body, you are not allowed, according to basically probably many states after Roe versus Wade is repealed or overturned or whatever you want to call it. They're literally saying that. They're saying you are not allowed. If something is inside your body, you don't have control over that domain. This is what society is saying. This is what American society is saying. Actually, American society agrees that you should have autonomy, individual autonomy. But the 6 people on the Supreme Court are saying you shouldn't. Interesting. And when I say interesting, I mean disgusting. It's ridiculous. I don't know what to do. What do we do here? What are we doing, folks? What are we doing? Come on. Let's get the tribe together. Let's do this right. Let's figure it out. I'm going to play With or Without You in the basement. Look at me. I'm Bono on the Edge. I'm doing world peace right now. Yeah. See the bone set in your thigh. See the dough, and I don't know why. The edge is with you. Hanging with Bono. Hanging with Bono. It's probably annoying. He's really annoying. Bono will be like this. Let me put my album on your iPod. Let me put my album on your iPod. Hey, Will. Yeah, Will. This is the new U2 album. It's on your iPod already. It's on your iPhone already. You can't figure out how to get it off. You're welcome. Look at this, my album. It's gonna wanna play every single time you get in your car. Automatically. When you get inside your car, this song will play automatically as soon as you turn the key. And you're gonna be like, I hate this song. I hear it every single time I get in my car. It just starts playing and then I gotta push stop. And then I'm like, good golly, why did U2 put this album on my phone? I can't figure out how to get it off. Now I gotta go on the internet and I gotta figure out how. I just woke up one day and this song just started playing in my car. Inside my car. Anyway, that's what I think. I think Bono. Hey, Will. What did you think of Melancholy and the Infinite Madness? Did you see it? Doctor Strange and the Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness over the weekend? I saw it. I didn't like the music. That was another thing. Danny Elfman. I actually like that album better than the previous four. No, I like that song. Listen, it's just Will. I'm just playing. I like that stuff. But pretty much anything after... Like I was saying earlier, Will here again 5 minutes before the show ends. Will makes his entrance. He's like Mephisto. Poof. He shows up. Ha ha! Me, it's Will. You thought you were out of here, but nope. I'm here to engage you in discussion. Yes, everything after. I think Zooropa was okay, but Achtung Baby, that album is great. And then everything after that, Pop, Pop is okay. It's not great. It's just weird, Was it, Remember? That was a cool riff. That's called Discotheque. But after that, it was not, and then they had Staring at the Sun on that album, which was, it's just a YouTube ballad. Come on. It's not Hold Me, Kill Me, Kiss Me, Thrill Me. It's not that one. That song was okay. Also, what's that song? He says, the sweetest thing. That song is good. But, after that, meh. After that, U2, meh. It's all River of Dreams from there on out. River of Dreams, I was talking about Billy Joel, Will, earlier today, because, guess what, Will? Not only have I been listening to Billy Joel all week, because I'm on Long Island, it's Billy Joel's birthday today. Are you not entertained? I thought that Billy Joel, on his birthday... I thought that was fantastical. I thought it was metaphysical. I thought it was coincidental that it happens to be his birthday today, and all I've been listening to, it was just rocking out to Billy Joel because I am in a New York state of mind. I agree with you. Innocence and Experience was their most consistent album since Achtung. The thing about those albums, Will, I will give The Edge this. The Edge. As a guitar player, I'm a guitar player. I'm a musician. I play guitar. I play bass also. But listen, The Edge. I'm going to give U2 a props right now. I'm going to give U2 some praise right now. As a musician, The Edge is constantly challenging himself. He has raised his guitar playing and his sound and his chord progressions and his writing every single album throughout consistently. Listen to, if you got the patience for it, if you have the patience for it, listen to just the guitar parts on all of the albums throughout all of U2's career. And The Edge is consistently and constantly challenging himself, which I have respect for Flea and John Frusciante in the Red Hot Chili Peppers also do that kind of. Not so much this latest album. I'm not really that. I don't feel like it's just as much of a leap. But if you go through the catalog of listening to Flea, every album, he's a guy who just doesn't want to give up getting better, more creative, more dexterous. He just continually grows as a musician, and I find that respectable. And I like that about The Edge. Everything else can go jump in a lake. Isis Will says, as for Doctor Strange and the infinite possibilities, and delivered a otherwise limited exploration of the concept. Yeah, I was kind of surprised at how non-inventive it was, but it had a lot of cool things in it. Like they didn't really explore many different universes, the multiverse. They just kind of fell through them. You would think that they would just constantly be leaping through universes the entire movie. It would be way more compelling if like every scene was just a different. It's literally called In the Multiverse of Madness. You would just think the setup for the title would be as such. Is this well? I've also been periodically calling our racist friend that we called on Friday and spoiling movies for them, actually. So let's just keep doing that. Is Will says, yeah, but it does sound good to have a beat you. It does sound good to have a beat you could dance to. Is this Will's talking about Doctor Strange? I think the movie does have a decent beat. It's a mixed bag for me. I didn't think that the music was that good. I thought that Danny Elfman let us down. I thought. Here we go. Hello?
Sorry, this
Ah,
not available.
I thought I got them finally.
Leave a message after the beep.
Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. Just so you know. At the end of Godfather 2, they take Fredo out on a boat and they kill him. Fredo is Michael Corleone's brother. Also, that was crazy. At the end of Lost, they're all dead. They're all dead at the end of Lost, so you don't have to watch that. At the end of Breaking Bad, Walt dies. He dies, and he's happy about it because he's accomplished everything he wanted in his life. So he goes ahead and gets shot in the gut, and he dies. He bleeds out while the cops are coming. What else? Let's see. There's a lot of stuff. So you don't have to watch these. I'll just let you know how they end. I haven't seen it. Oh, sorry, Will. I spoiled. Listen, The Godfather has been out for about 45 years, so sorry, Will. We're spoiling stuff today. Spoilers, but not for Doctor Strange. Not for another week. But I go on the internet and I see all the spoilers all the time on the internet, and I'm like, what? Good golly, why I gotta go see these spoilers on the internet? Every constantly I'm seeing spoilers. That's what happens every time I go. I go on YouTube and it's just like, hey, look at all of these images from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Intimate Sadness, and then I say, good God, of Intimate Sadness. I'm just really surprised that. I'm not surprised at all at the internet. I'm actually disappointed. Sorry, Will. Sorry I spoiled it for you, but I'm not sorry I spoiled it for whoever keeps trying to harass me. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to dial *67, but I forgot. Let's see. How many minutes are we at? I can hear myself. I'm only about 30 seconds behind. 10 seconds behind. Yeah, I'm just spoiling stuff. I'm spoiling it. There we go. I have just unsubbed from so many channels. I have no plans for watching either. Well, there you go. Just the thing. Fredo. I'm smart. Sorry, Will, but we're gonna spoil everything for this person. I told them I would smack them like Will Smith smacked Chris Rock, but only figuratively, only emotionally. They picked the wrong person. I've got a show. I can do this every day, and but not everybody has a brain. Here's the star 67. There we go. They don't know who's calling. It's star 67. It's star 67. What's another good spoiler for like a movie? Yeah. Oh, I got one. Yeah. Oh, this is a good one. Come on. We gotta wait for the thing. This is the segment of the show where I call the racist harasser who texted. Oh yeah, Dan to Back to the Future. Doc Brown was wearing a bulletproof vest, so he actually went against his one thing. His one rule was, I don't want to know anything about the future. But then turns out he reconstructed the letter that Marty wrote him, because Marty was like, listen, when you go back on the night that I go back to the future, 1985, you're gonna get shot by the Libyans. But Doc Brown was like prepared for everything, so he had a bulletproof vest on and he survived getting shot by the Libyans. So spoiled it. Got him. Anyway, come call us. Tell us your thoughts. I don't think there are many thoughts in your head, I imagine. It's probably real quiet in there. You got to show me how to do that. Cool. All right, well, we did it. I had a happy day. I hope you had a happy day. It's going to be a good week. So hang in there. Be kind. Unless someone's racist to you and they try to harass you, then you all bets are off. You can call it. You can have me call them. I'll call them for you. If someone's cyberbullying you, I'll say, no, I don't take that. I'm like Rocky. I am. I never said die. I say, it's not how many times you get knocked down. It's how many times you get up and keep moving forward. It really is about that. So every time this person calls me or harasses me, we're going to have fun. We're going to enjoy them. You picked the wrong guy. Have a great day, guys. Let me play some songs, and then we'll be out. Gotta clear your throat to play this one. Oh yeah, feels good. I don't know those songs. Inside. Come on, Will. Flip on the tip. Wait, what's the first word of that song? I don't even know the first lyric. Listen, I'm gonna get a singer, and I'll play the guitar, and they can worry about the singing part. Seems like too much to think about. Happy birthday, Billy Joel. I'm going to get Billy Joel to sing on it. I'm sure he's game. He's only about a couple miles that way, I'm sure. He's crashing into fences. Say it ain't so. My love is a heartbreaker. Weezer's a great band. You should listen to Weezer more. I'm serious. They have got only good songs. Only all good songs, Weezer. Even the guy from the guitar player, Brian Bell, he'll play a song or two. All right, goodbye, everybody.